Three key sectors apart from the mass vaccination drive play an important role in sustainable global economic recovery, says Alfonso Garcia Mora, Vice President for Asia and Pacific at the International Finance Corporation, or the IFC, a sister organization of the World Bank, as he visited the Bangkok office from their headquarters in Washington, D.C.
One is climate finance, the climate change, which is a critical agenda, not only for Thailand. And what we do is we help in that agenda by investing in renewable energies, for instance, or by investing in any other industry that is related with what we call the circular economy. So basically with the relation between recycling and marine plastics, etc. Another one is the digitalization, for instance. We believe that in the context of the recovery from COVID, the investment on digital is critical, not only on digital finance, on fintechs, etc., but also in all the different sectors that will gain significant efficiencies and outreach by using digital means. For instance, e-health, or e-education, or trade. A third piece of the recovery that we believe is also critical is all related with the health industry. That we need more health support, that we need more healthcare, that we need to be better prepared for situations like this one, and actually the demand for a stronger health system has increased worldwide. And this could be particularly relevant in a country like Thailand, because as we know, Israel is one of the countries that will be more affected by the demographics. 11% of the population today in Thailand is older than 65 years old, but this percentage will be 23% in 2035. So the evolution or the elderly evolution of the population in Thailand is very significant, and this will require a lot of support from the health system.
Acting like a bridge between governments and the private sector, having provided consultancies to the former and made a lot of investments in and issued loans to the latter, IFC's work in Thailand is focused on expanding job opportunities and targeting micro, small and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, in the light of continued expansions of corporates in Thailand.
So basically what we do is we try to help governments, countries, to develop the private sector in those areas where it can have a bigger impact in terms of growth and in terms of inclusion and in terms of resilience. One of our main objectives is to create markets that are competitive. So competition, we believe, is critical in order for a market to be efficient, or that the benefits are correctly allocated. So basically that the consumers, the final consumer, benefits from whatever decision is taken and can have access to products with a lowest price as possible. And that's why we work to promote more SMEs in every single sector, to make sure that there is enough supply, that there is enough offer, and that therefore the prices really reflect what the market competition creates.
Emphasizing how the private sector is the one that needs to lead the country into recovery, Mr. Mora pointed to how Thai businesses can capitalize on electronic vehicle production, rethink their tourism strategies, and embrace digitalization going forward.
The recovery from COVID-19 needs to come from the private sector. We need to do the necessary reforms, the structural reforms that are pending in the economies, to allow the private sector to come in and to actually play a much more significant role in terms of job creation, in terms of employment, in terms of value added. And both because of the supply and the demand, we believe that Thailand will be a key country in the ASEAN for electronic vehicles. This can really transform that industry. And this can really be one of the key flagships for the country going forward. Tourism is the backbone of the country, but I think that this country has the capacity to really rethink how to transform the tourism sector after COVID-19. I think that all creating the conditions to see a significant increase on digital businesses. Again, apply that to very different services and products will probably be also a key thing that this country can do and many others will not be able to do. No?
Hatay Teshaki Tiranan reporting for Thai PBS World.